Elizabeth Arden cream.
This one's wife. Here's Lilibet again. Hello, I'm HG Tudor. Another day, another Instagram post. Yes, what a surprise that this one's wife turns to Instagram, driven by her narcissism, this time triangulating you with her daughter, or to the extent that you bother looking at her Instagram. The post, as you can see from the thumbnail, shows a child, purportedly Lilibet. There's somebody's foot in the background. Is it Archie's? We don't know. We're not told. Strawberries are being picked. Many of them don't look ripe, but hey, what does that matter when there is a picture that is going to be taken? It has a simple caption, "Cheers to the first day of spring." And naturally, this one's wife places it on her Instagram in order to triangulate the audience with her daughter, thus exploiting the child once again. She will not think that it's exploitation. Her narcissism will not allow her to do so. She would just think that it's a cute picture and that she's protecting the identity of her daughter because she doesn't actually show her face. This, then, is used to assert control over those that happen upon it and to draw fuel by way of the likes. She still doesn't allow comments, which is a nullification of threat to control. And unsurprisingly, it gets picked up elsewhere. On this occasion, by Meredith Kyle, writing for The People, stating, "This one's wife shares new photo of Princess Lilibet picking strawberries to welcome spring. Absolutely fucking fascinating. This one's wife and Princess Lilibet are saying cheers to the first day of spring." The Duchess of Sussex marked the start of the new season on March 20th by sharing a new photo on her Instagram page. The image showed her 3-year-old daughter, Princess Lilibet, showing off the strawberries she was toting in a basket outdoors. Open brackets, this one's wife and Prince Harry's son, 5-year-old Prince Archie, might also be making a small cameo, as the photo showed a foot behind Lily. "Cheers to the first day of spring," she captioned the shot. The photo did not include the kids' faces, keeping with the practice of maintaining their privacy. Yes, because after all, privacy is what matters to the Sussexes. That's why we hear from them every single day. Since stepping back as working members of the royal family, in case you'd forgotten that they do so, and relocating to California, in case you'd forgotten that they do so, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have largely kept Archie and Lily out of the public eye, although, as I've reported just recently, there has been an uptick in their use via Instagram, as this one's wife is running out of options for the purposes of finding ways to stimulate public interest in her, and thus she's exploiting her children. The fruit-picking photo may hint that this one's wife's children are helping her with her hobby of jam making. Oh, people, hobby of jam making? I thought she was pumping it out on an industrial-sized scale because, as ever, is the doyen of spreads. No, it's just a hobby. Okay. In With Love, Meghan, she explains that she was inspired to start making jam and fruit preserves from vines that were at their Monteshitshow home when they moved there in 2020. Because as we know with this one's wife, everything has to have a story behind it in order to embellish and exaggerate as a consequence of the grandiosity of this narcissist. The Duchess of Sussex said in the show, "My grandmother used to blah, 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 rhubarb, rhubarb, heard it all before, blah, 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 rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb." After sharing jars of jam with friends and family last year, aka Jam Scam, a raspberry spread will be available to purchase this spring, future faking, as one of the products in this one's wife's As Ever lifestyle brand. The strawberry photo is the latest glimpse of Archie and Lilibet, who have made a few appearances on her personal Instagram page since she launched it at the start of 2025, including for holiday-themed breakfasts on Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day isn't a holiday, and St. Patrick's Day. Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet were also seen making jam-filled thumbprint cookies earlier this month for the audience at the Drew Barrymore show. Because after all, you love nothing more than having a toddler who has just shoved their thumb up their nose, sticking it in your cookie thereafter. Posting a compilation video with glimpses of the kids that aired on Barrymore's show to her social media, this one's wife wrote, "We're making thumbprint cookies, blah, 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 rhubarb, rhubarb, rhubarb." And while they're not featured in her Netflix series, the youngsters sent her a sweet gift ahead of the show's debut on March the 4th. The Duchess of Sussex shared a pic of a stunning bouquet and sweet cards signed by Harry and the kids. "Congratulations, Mama. We love your show and we love you," the message read. She told People in an exclusive interview, "When your children get to a certain age, when you're not just playing in the sandbox with them, but almost playing in your own sandbox again," what? "It's super joyful." Ugh. The use of super as an adjective for so many things is useless, and of course everything has to be infused with joy. As a woman, as a mum and a wife, the old as ever, to be able to find yourself again in a way that was always present, but that you maybe couldn't put as much attention on as you now can when your kids are a little bit older, is a wonderful feeling. Yeah, right. So, once again, utilising a child for the purposes of gaining the prime aims. Her supporters will say, "Isn't it sweet? Isn't it lovely? What a delightful family that they have." On the face of it, that is certainly what it looks like, and that's what the narcissist wants you to believe. But you must understand, and of course her supporters don't grasp this, that because she is a narcissist, even when she posts a picture which ostensibly looks pleasant and kind, namely a photograph of her daughter picking strawberries, because it's done and posted by a narcissist, it isn't about the intrinsic moment, but it's about what purpose it can serve for the narcissist, namely vis-a-vis the prime aims. And this is what many of the thick supporters of this one's wife simply do not grasp. It isn't about the niceness of it. It isn't about the lovingness that's contained within it. It's all about the purpose that it serves. This is because her narcissism will utilize anything and everything for the purposes of the pursuit of the prime aims. This one's wife keeps using Instagram because it's the itch that she can scratch now. Instagram is about her level. Instagram is such that she can have that near immediate hit of fuel by posting something, and because she has no boundary recognition, she quite readily uses her children. And people are duped into thinking that because she hides their faces, this is demonstrative of her care. It isn't. It's because she wants to provoke the audience all the more by saying, "I get to see something you don't." The narcissist's use of secrecy. Watch my videos about that separately. I'm HG Tudor. Thank you for listening.